the Star, or would you be like, or not the Star, sorry, but a 5mm, or would you still be 6mm? Like,
it depends on how long I'm going to surf for, really.
yeah.
It's if I've got a day off and I'm in waves like this, I'm going to be going 6mm bolt.
Yeah.
Because I definitely get colder than most people.
4-hour session.
Yeah.
Just cooking out.
But
Yeah, for sure.
It allows me to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm almost the opposite to you. I reckon I'd be like, I'm going to give myself 2 hours of catching every wave I see. I'm going to go for like the one or something like that.
Yeah.
Whack a hood on, and just paddle to keep warm. But that's probably not as sensible as your plan for sure. This feels sick though. So this is obviously way less money than some of the top wetsuits from Mystic and others.
Definitely under half.
Definitely, and it feels real soft. Like, never having used one of these before, excited to give it a crack out there. It feels stretchy. This is a 5.3 and it doesn't feel heavy at all to me.
No.
Pretty.
It feels very similar to like some of the other suits.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, you use
cheaper.
them obviously more. Yeah, like you obviously get the pick of the bunch and use them a lot. And I get to use quite a few wetsuits, not from Mystic alone, loads of other brands. And this is like actually surprising me right now, like that it's only just over 200 quid.
Yeah.
Because I've seen suits with a lot more of a heavy price tag feel worse, if we could say that. But
yeah,
that feels sick. I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. We need to get out there.
Well, you could get like 2 of these for the price of 1.
Yeah.
And a dry wetsuit is a dry wetsuit for a surf is the best thing. So.
Yeah. And it's interesting as well because I've seen the Star for a few years now. It used to just be like back zip only, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I've always
the original type.
I've always been a fan of the chest zip.
Yeah.
And this feels really good. Feels like the zip's going to lock in because it goes the other way as well. That you're not going to get as like the zip come out or come loose. That's pretty sick.
Not going to get flushed.
Hopefully not. It's still pretty cold. Yeah, we need to get field testing out there now. It's quite interesting just seeing yours inside out. The taping on the seams. Obviously, on a lot of suits, you get like 100% taping.
Yeah.
And what's going to be interesting when we actually surf today is how necessary is it and how much of effect that has. Because a lot of the suits that I surf and you mentioned, like the Volt and stuff, they're obviously 100% like taped.
Yeah.
Where this is taped in only the places it really needs to be. Obviously, it's still glued. But it'll be interesting to compare that and see if we get any leaks coming into the suit or like if we get colder because of it. And if we don't, then obviously that's a really good tick again to the price point of a suit being at this price but still performing really well. Which is pretty sick.
The main thing I see is that you could just get 2 of these.
Yeah.
For the price of 1.
You just don't like a wet wetsuit.
No.
I hate a wet wetsuit. I would not wear a wet wetty if I don't have to. Yeah, like everything about it feels expensive. It feels pretty fancy. And like...
just a good suit.
Yeah, let's hope so. We've got to test it. If we both come in happy, then
it's a winner.
Then maybe you could double up on how many you get.
Yeah.
Get stars.
Yeah.
Feeling like they might have got the price wrong because this feels really good. So if it performs anything like it feels, then I think we're in the money with a couple of winning little wetsuits there. I also really like the white, like the silvery, like little touches, like.
It just adds something so nice.
Yeah, the logo matches like the little bands and stuff. It's smart and sleek. Like I say, yeah, it makes a £200 wetty feel way more expensive.
Yeah, and this actually tightens.
Yeah.
And holds, which a lot of the other suits.
Have you experienced many of your other Mystic suits over time where this elastic stretches out? Like
no.
It goes thin. No, that's good. I've had a few from different brands where you use them over time and then the elastic kind of stops stretching out, so it loses its effectiveness. Also, I like this little number here, where if you've got mitts on or gloves on, you can still put it. Because if you're trying to find a little loop in the elastic without that, you're struggling if you've got gloves on. Yeah, sick.
Is that so it sticks, all of these lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And that actually...
Stops it. Kind of, well, yeah, weirdly. Because I was literally just looking at that. Like, a lot of suits have a tag that comes over the zip to keep it in place, but it's got these, like, almost like...
Just like grippy...
neoprene-y, rubbery type slick grips. Sick. Right, should we get changed?
Yeah.
Yeah. This feels really soft.
I know, that was what I was thinking when I first put it on.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, it's not, it doesn't feel like a cheap entry suit. If you didn't tell me it was that, I wouldn't have thought it was.
Yeah, maybe I should have said to you, like, that would have been a fun thing to say, like, oh, how much do you think this suit, how much would you pay for this suit?
Yeah.
Kind of, if you didn't know the price. But yeah, it feels really soft and, like, not scratchy. Some cheaper suits I've used in the past and stuff, and even when you feel them on the racks, feel real scratchy. It's quite snug on the shoulders as a new suit. But it's got the stretch, so you don't feel like you're going to break it. But
yeah, I see what you mean.
Either that or I've been going to the gym way too much.
Just go with that one.
No, yeah.
I can definitely tell it's a 3mm. I'm getting there in the arms.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can move.
Feel like, yeah, you feel the freedom of the... Yeah, definitely don't feel like I'm going to be restricted. Other 5mm, you know you're going to be warm, but you're a little bit like, oh, how much paddling do I want to do? This feels like pretty snug.
And that neck is tight as well.
Yeah.
Which is not going to flush through.
Nah. And the chest zip, like, people fear chest zips, like getting stuck in them, or like it's going to be too tight to get over your head. That's just like glided over my head and on, and feels like really good. That was pretty fun. I can't believe it. I was literally about to turn around and say to you, like, I'm really impressed with the suit, and then you just paddled over to me and was like, oh, I like this suit.
Yeah.
It's just like perfect timing.
No, that was like genuine happiness.
Yeah.
I actually like this suit.
Yeah, I kind of was like, in my head, kind of like, am I in a 3-2? Like, because it felt so, like, unrestricted, but at the same time was like warm, like it didn't once feel cold.
No.
And it might sound a bit snobby, but I use mainly I'll use like the higher end wetsuits from any brand, you know, and use Mystic's Vault and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like thinking to myself, oh yeah, you can really tell that this wetsuit's half the price or anything like that. I'm really, you know, like I said beforehand, I'd be interested to see what it's like with the lining not being fully taped and only taped on like the critical parts. Didn't really feel any difference. The stretch was good. It was sick. Yeah, I'm really impressed with. Yeah, like obviously we both said like how easy these are to get off, and I'm just like thinking like I've got suits at home and like that are way more money than these, and they're great at keeping me warm and they're flexible when you're paddling, but I have to like wrestle to get them off.
Yeah.
And I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to surf in that suit because it's super hard to get off. I'm like, I want to put this back on just to take it back off almost. It felt that easy to get off and on. And that's obviously front zip, like chest zip. So like the back zip version is obviously going to be even easier, if not just as easy.
Yeah.
I'm stoked with that.
I will definitely be using this one.
Yeah. So for someone who, you know, yes, you obviously ride for Mystic, and because of that, you're using their top end suits.
Yeah.
If you was to score this suit on its own merits, like out of 5, say like flexibility wise out of 5, and then like warmth, and then ease of getting on and off and stuff, like where would you put that? Like
out of 5, getting on and off, that it was pretty much a 5. There wasn't really anything
yeah
to it.
paddling around,
It's probably a 4 for both.
Yeah.
Paddling around and then keeping me warm.
yeah, which is like,
I mean, it's not really an entry level suit
no,
from what you use it with.
it's yeah. I remember you saying, like, in the surf when we didn't have mics on and stuff, like the only thing entry level about it is the price.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that's actually a sick tagline. You should sell that to Mystic or something. but it's truthful as well.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we was chatting off camera about wetsuits. Like, I've got a fortunate position where I can test quite a lot of wetsuits, and in my garage, I didn't think there was a gap in my wetsuit quiver where, when I got sent this suit that I knew was like an entry level suit, where I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna actually use that recreationally outside of like testing it, and just when I'm going for a free surf and stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna look at that suit and put it on. I didn't think I would do that with this suit.
No, yeah.
And after testing it, I'm like, okay, this is going straight in there, and I know exactly when and how I want to use this, and this is staying. I'm keeping this. Is there a gap in yours with, like, obviously like your Mystic suits? You obviously rock the Volt, like you spoke about and stuff. Like, you keeping it, sending it back?
No, I'm definitely keeping it. It's literally just, for me, it's quick and easy, and for those quick surfs when I have just an hour, this is the suit.
Yeah.
That is it.
It's made its way.
The suit.
Made its way in. That's exactly where I see it as well. Lunchtime surfs, Dawnies. Like, I'd even like confidently wear this for a Dawnie, and that's obviously when it's like the coldest and you want to be warm. Yeah, like this is now maybe my like quick dip wetsuit.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry to whoever was in that position in my quiver beforehand. Don't know who that is. Yeah, that is. I might have to get.
Star of the.
Yes, the star for a reason. I might have to look at getting a summer suit for it as well. Year round in the star.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing is, you said earlier, like, you could get 2 for the price of a high-end suit.
Yeah.
That triggered my mind to think, yeah, you could actually. You could get your summer suit and your winter suit for the price of one wetsuit, and you're going to get, like, I reckon you get like 80 to 85% of a high-end wetsuit in this wetsuit.
Yeah.
So for half the price, or being able to get your winter suit and your summer suit in the same suit for that same price, I think it's like, it's almost a no-brainer. It's it kind of makes you wonder, like, how good wetsuits can get and how good these entry-level suits are getting now for like the bang for the buck that people can get.